Let's first go across to the Trinamool Congress leader in the Rajya Sabha, Derek O'Brien, close aide of Mamta Banerjee, joins us. Derek O'Brien, Mamta Banerjee has decided to contest from Nandigram. She's moved from Bhawanipur to Nandigram. Has she put all her eggs in the Nandigram basket in a way? What explains her decision only to contest from Nandigram this time?
Well, this is a very interesting spin which the spin masters, the BJP, are trying to make. If she contests only from Nandigram, then you say she's run away from Bhawanipur. If she contests from Bhawanipur and Nandigram, then you will say she's fighting from both seats. Rather than try and put all the spin, let's first put out the facts. Number one, the Trinamool today, it's an 8-phase election. We've put out our candidates for all seats, 291, and we've left 3 seats in the hills. The BJP have to put out the list at least for the first phase. They haven't even done that as yet, and I'll tell you why. Because when in Bengal, when you say BJP, people are not sure as to which BJP are you talking about. Are you talking about the BJP in bracket old? Are you talking about the BJP in bracket new? Or are you talking about the BJP, Trinamool B team BJP? That's the problem with the BJP list. The Trinamool Congress, we've put out a list where it's diverse. It's diverse. Your reporter says there's so much from Tollywood. No, 2.5% of the candidates are from the world of entertainment. Check out how many doctors there are, how many engineers, how many social workers. Check out that the number of scheduled caste. We've given 11 more seats for scheduled caste who are fighting in the general category. So here's the team. We're confident. We know who our chief minister candidate is. BJP have 5 chief minister candidates. So we're very clear. We're quietly confident we will win this. Mamta Banerjee will win in Nandigram, and all the turncoats, the 3 or 4 turncoats who left the Trinamool to join the BJP, they will be taught a lesson by the people of Bengal. So it's a quietly confident Trinamool Congress telling you today that on May the 2nd, the people of Bengal will give Mamta Banerjee term 3.0.
That we will discuss on the 2nd of May, Derek O'Brien. But if I look at your list that has been put out, you've got Mamta Banerjee, of course, contesting from Nandigram. Is she ready if Suvendu Adhikari is put up by the BJP, her one-time lieutenant? Will that in a way force her to focus a little bit more on Nandigram, which goes to the polls in the second round on April 1? Because she is your one-star campaigner. She has to go across Bengal. Will she get locked down into Nandigram? She cannot afford to lose that seat.
Of course she won't lose that seat. Of course she won't lose that seat. And Mamta Banerjee, you know, she has taken the fight right out there into the opposition camp. She announced her candidate. So now you chase. You name whoever you want to. And today she was asked by your reporter, in fact, at the press conference. She said, no, I keep my word. I said Nandigram, so Nandigram it is. And you check it out on the 2nd of May, round about 12:15, you look at how Mamta Banerjee is way ahead in Nandigram, and she will campaign across the state. By the way, we were trying in the last 1 week to study this 8-phase election. It's so complicated. One day North Calcutta is voting, the next day South Calcutta will vote, or the next phase. A district has been broken up into 2 parts. One part of the district will vote on 1 phase. The other part of the district will vote on 7. So they made it very, very complicated. But we're not here to complain about the pitch. It's a turning pitch. There's a CBI, there's an ED. There are 22 ministers coming. There are 6 chief ministers coming. The two of them are also coming. Let them all come. Let them all come. But we do believe this election is very clear. In 10 years, what have we done for the people of Bengal? This is what we've done. This is our track record. And what have you done in the last 6.5 years at the center? What have you promised and what have you delivered? That's it.
The TMC has dropped 23 to 24 sitting MLAs. Now, there are 2 ways to look at it. You haven't dropped enough given that there is anti-incumbency against your sitting MLAs. Many believe that Mamta Banerjee should have dropped many more. Was she afraid of a rebellion? That if she dropped more MLAs, the rebellion would get even more intensified. A lot of people have left your party in the last few months. Many more would leave if she had dropped more sitting MLAs.
Three things you have said. Rebellion. Many have left our party. 4, 5 MLAs have left our party. I'm telling you, of those, they will not win their own seat. If we were so scared of a rebellion happening, why would we be the first to, right off the blocks? We're off the blocks. We've given you 291 candidates of ours. What rebellion are we talking about? I think there is a lot of hype and hoopla. And now when this settles down, I'm actually beginning to enjoy this hype and the hoopla, because the higher the stakes, the better for us. Because the BJP know one thing. They know where they are today compared to where they were in 2019. They are behind. They are behind, they know it. They do much better and much bigger. I wouldn't say better, but much more
Mr. Derek O'Brien,
research
you're
on the ground
sounding
using all scientific
overconfident.
methods, and good for that.
You're sounding
also,
overconfident, some would say. Listening to you, many
No,
will say
no,
Derek
no,
O'Brien is sounding
no.
overconfident and, dare I say, complacent.
No,
the BJP is perhaps the most powerful
Not at all.
election juggernaut India has ever seen.
Derek O'Brien, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. Being quietly confident and being self-assured, certainly not cocky, certainly not arrogant, certainly not overconfident. Who are we up against? Of course, we're up against the richest, most corrupt political party in the world. We're up against a party who have a track record run by two people who have a 2002 track record. We're up against a party who have 3 faithful allies, even though Shiromani Akali Dal and Shiv Sena have left them. They're up against the CBI, the ED, the IT. We're up against a party who try and intimidate media owners, otherwise you fall in line or else. We're up against a party who have made they don't take institutions seriously. Otherwise you would not have an eight-phase poll for the first time since India's independence. We're up against a party who are sending thousands of troops here to Bengal. So we are absolutely, and they have oodles and oodles of money. So if the Trinamool Congress or anybody from the Trinamool Congress, none of us believe this is an easy election. Every election is a tough election, but I will tell you, I think our really big challenge will be 2024, because we have to win, and we will win in May, but absolutely no space for arrogance. And I'll tell you why. Because in all this, can you imagine the election phase also is 38 days, and that means you need more money, because to sustain a long campaign, that is also difficult for us, because we don't have the kind of money which the BJP have.
Okay.
So all this is there, but still we do believe we will have to go out and win. We have to go out and win this not only for ourselves. We have to go out and win this for everyone across the country who believes that the BJP, its fascist mindset, has to be taken away. So it's not about Trinamool winning, it's not about a party winning, it's even not only about Bengal winning. This is the big one. And that's why we say, not in an arrogant way, come, khela hobe, match on, bring it on.
Okay, bring it on. You said this to me a week ago when the elections were announced. You're saying it today when your candidates have been announced. Khela hobe, bring it on. The game is on. Okay, Derek O'Brien, looking rather smart in that kurta. Appreciate your joining us. Let's raise some big questions.